What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon SoulSilver. Last time we took down Silver on our way to taking down the Elite Four for their rematches, and I said it was the last time, but you can actually rematch him on Mondays and Wednesdays, but it's the last unique battle you can have with him, because anytime you rematch him, it's going to be the same layout and everything. So there's that. I've done a little bit of training off screen. I've got everyone up to level 60. And I've swapped some items around and swapped some moves around. So we'll start off here with D-Rex, still holding the Miracle Seed. I taught him Frenzy Plant in place of Petal Dance, I believe, because, you know, finally he has Frenzy Plant. And I feel like Magical Leaf still could come in handy somewhere along in the future. His layout might change. His moveset might change a little bit by the end of the LP, which is coming up. Dan is at, you know, level 60 as well, still holding the Choice Scarf, and all his moves are the same. Etho is the same, level 60, still holding the Sharp Beak, and all his moves are the same. Anna, once again, all the same. Level 60, Never Melt Ice, Surf, Ice Beam, Rain Dance, Hydro Pump. Hers is definitely probably gonna, well, maybe not definitely, but hers should change by the end of it. There might be an attack I want to give her that's different. Now for the for the big one. Ramsey, I gave him the Expert Belt because I've changed his moveset up a little bit to have Psychic, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb, and Dark Pulse. And Expert Belt powers up the moves of super effective moves, so, or powers up super effective moves, so it's not just his Ghost type moves being updated. I taught him Psychic in place of Hypnosis, Sludge Bomb in place of Dream Eater, and I was gonna teach him Thief for something I'm gonna show off, but I feel like Dark Pulse might come in handy just in case Disable happens. I'm not sure if any of them are holding Disable, but just in case, I'm going to keep Dark Pulse on him, so I don't have to switch out into Dan to Mega Horn something. So yeah, that's the biggest change. And then a small change on Stafe. I gave him the Life Orb, because I can't rely on the Quick Claw to help so much, and I taught him Thunderbolt, so I think a Life Orb Thunderbolt with his stats at 151 special attack should take down what I need them to take down. And that's pretty much everyone, so let's head on in. I've got some items, not as much as I had last time, but we should be doing okay. You ready for this, D-Rex? Nodded slowly. You don't sound sure of yourself. No, I guess so. Alright. Well, let's head on in. All the text will be the same, unfortunately. They don't say anything else like, hey, you kicked my ass the first time, do it again. So I will be talking pretty much through the their dialogue, unless I notice that it changes. And I'm gonna start off by switching Dan to the front here. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Will. Wait, is everyone all healed up? It's too late now, but yeah, everyone's all healed up. Alright, sweet. Welcome to the Pokemon League, blah blah blah. So the rematches, they're all gonna have different Pokemon, some from different regions or different games like Generation 3 Pokemon, Generation 4 Pokemon, etc., etc. And they have generally just better teams. Of course, Will is starting off with a Pokemon I've talked about before, Bronzong. Bronzong has ridiculous defense and special defense, and its attack, special attack, and HP are good as well. It's basically a tank. It's fairly balanced, but very slow, like a tank. And it can have two abilities. And before I attack, I'm gonna point this out. It can have either Levitate, which will nullify Earthquake, or Heat Proof, which will nullify, or well, Levitate will nullify ground type moves, and Heat Proof will nullify fire type moves. Since it's a steel type Pokemon, steel and psychic type Pokemon, both of those will do damage to it, super effective damage. But this one has Heat Proof, so Earthquake is just gonna wreck this thing. At least I hope. Like I said, it has an insane defense. One of the, probably his best Pokemon, in all honesty. Yeah, definitely his best Pokemon. And it might survive this, yeah. And it's probably gonna throw up a Reflect. Damn. Why you gotta be throwing up Reflects? Well, I'm locked into Earthquake now, so might as well go Earthquake. Weird looking Pokemon too. This Reflect's gonna cause some trouble on some of the other Pokemon that I need to take down quickly. So I might stall a little bit on some Pokemon, but I don't wanna lose so quickly. Switch Pokemon, I will switch into Etho to stall out a little bit. I'll probably throw some rocks down just because this Reflect actually does do a lot of protection across the team, so I'm just gonna Stealth Rock a little bit while he Psychics me. That's great. Alright, so we'll just Stealth Rocks, and I'll probably Nice Slash him. I don't want him to die, so I'm probably gonna switch into, oh god, Confuse Ray. I forgot that everyone here knows Confuse Ray. So he's gonna fall back on his tactic of confusing my team again. I think that's what he did the first time. Alright, so we'll get some damage on him. Sorry, I gotta scratch my nose. And I'm gonna send in Anna now. Super effective. Yeah, it is. Alright, so Anna, go on in and finish this thing off. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna send in Anna. I'm gonna save Stafe. I could use Stafe here since Xatu is a Psychic Flying type Pokemon. It's pretty mediocre. It's mostly used for support. It's got good special attack and good speed, and it's fairly balanced otherwise. But like I said, I find it to be mediocre. But you know, some people find it to be very helpful. I just don't. Don't you dare hurt yourself in confusion. Ah, son of a bitch! Don't throw up a Reflect. Just don't throw up a Reflect. All right, he's gonna Psychic me again. So this could get interesting. But I wanted that Reflect to wear off. Perfect. And we're out of confusion. So this Ice Beam should take it out since it's... yeah, it's got fairly mediocre defenses. Or pretty mediocre. It's got mediocre defenses. Let's see. He's gonna... oh, Grumpig. Alright, this is where Dan is gonna shine. You'd think that Ramsey would be the one to use in these battles, but actually, Dan is going to be super helpful here because Grumpig is a Psychic type Pokemon, got great special defense, good special attack, but it is very physically frail. It's a special defender, if anything. So we'll use our physical Mega Horn attack on it to get super effective damage because, like I said, physically frail Pokemon. Not bad, but I don't find a good use for it except for special defense and special attacking. It's just a regular special Pokemon, I guess. Alright, Gardevoir. I don't know how to pronounce this correctly. I pronounce it Gardevoir. I'm gonna keep Dan in because Gardevoir has an insane special attack, great special defense. It's a Psychic type Pokemon, pure Psychic type because Fairy type does not exist yet. It got Fairy type, I'm pretty sure because its counterpart Gallade is Psychic fighting. But as of right now, it is a pure Psychic type Pokemon, and it's physically frail just like Grumpig, so I'm gonna hope a Mega Horn will take it out in one shot, especially with the Stealth Rocks damage. Come on, Dan, take down this Gardevoir. Perfect, one-shot KO. And watch it send out the next physically frail Pokemon. Let's see. Yep, and I've talked about Jinx before, but I'll talk about it again. Jinx is a sweeper. A special sweeper, if you could imagine that. It's got great special attack, great special defense and speed, but it's very, very, very physically frail. And it forewarned against my close combat, which is good because, you know, we're locked into Mega Horn, so we couldn't use close combat on it anyway. And since it's Psychic Ice type Pokemon, either one of those would do decent, but I think Mega Horn's the better choice here. And last but not least, he's going to be sending out his Slowbro. And this is where I think Stafe is going to come in handy. Because Slowbro is slower than Stafe, and it's a Water Psychic type Pokemon. It's got great defense, great special attack, and great HP. It's very balanced except for speed, so it's pretty much like Bronzong is. It's a tank, but it's more of a special tank. We Psychics don't give up when we're down to our last Pokemon. That's what makes us so formidable. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So I'm hoping a Life-Orbed Thunderbolt will take it down, but its defenses are really good, even its special defense, even though it's lower than its regular defense. And we are definitely faster than it is. Come on, Life Orb. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. And we should take just a little bit of, yeah, clung on to life. Attaboy, Stafe. I can't believe it. You should. We just kicked your booty. Even though I was defeated, I won't change my course. I'll continue battling until I blah, 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 blah. Yep, we've beaten you before. Do you even mention that? Nope. He just says the same thing over and over again. Alright, so let's head on into the next area. This battle's the one where Thief would come in handy. If you have a Pokemon with Thief, you definitely want to use it here, but you can come back to challenge the Elite Four anytime, so it's fine. Let me see. Who do I want to send out to the front? I actually want Dan at the front, so we'll keep Dan at the front here. Alright, so let's take on Koga. Wahahaha, Koga of the Elite Four. So it's funny, we took down Koga, then we took down his daughter. Now we're taking down Koga again. And I could have taken down his daughter before this, but I'm going to be taking on the gym leader rematches after this because, you know, I want to have some episodes in between here in the last episode, and I definitely would have anyway, but I want to just throw those in later on. So starting off with the Skuntank, it's a Poison Dark type Pokemon, so Psychic types are not going to work on this thing, though Ground is perfectly fine. It's got high HP, high attack, high speed. It's a bulky attacker basically. It's fairly well-rounded, but I don't see it used very often. I wouldn't use it. I mean, it's decent. There's definitely much better Pokemon to use, but like I said, it is bulky. And here's something interesting. When they dig underground, Earthquake actually does double damage, I believe. So this Skuntank is just about ready to get wrecked. Alright, so who do I want to send in next? It depends on who he's going to throw in. And I think he's going to go straight for his Crobat, unfortunately. Is he going to go straight for that Crobat? Yep, alright. His best Pokemon. And I'm going to send in Stafe, hopefully, to do some damage. Alright, so I've been over Crobat many times before. Poison Flying type, great speed, it's his best Pokemon, very balanced. Its lowest stat is his special attack, but it's still a very good stat. And it's gonna try to confuse, I know it is. It's faster than all of our Pokemon. So let's Thunderbolt it, and if it does a physical attack, uh-oh. Does that wear off does that wear off after Crobat faints? Let's see what a life-orbed Thunderbolt will do to a Crobat. Hopefully a lot of damage. Come on, just take it out. Booyah! That Life Orb is the best thing for Stafe to have. That's crazy. I was expecting a little more of a challenge. Alright, so... Alright, we do have the ability to switch, so I guess Mean Look only works while the Pokemon's on field. Switch Pokemon, yes. Into Toxicroak. Send out a Psychic type against Toxicroak, or a Pokemon with a Psychic type attack. Doesn't matter if it's a Psychic type Pokemon, because Toxicroak is a poison fighting type Pokemon, therefore it's quad weak to Psychic type attacks. It's got good attack, good special attack, good speed, good HP. I mean, it's an attacker. It's a decent Pokemon. And with its abilities, it's very handy in competitive play, but it just has a crippling weakness to 4 times effective Psychic, and its lowest stats are its defense and special defense stat, but they're fairly good, but like I said, it does not stand up against a Psychic type Pokemon. Alright, now we should be going into the ones where Thief would come in handy. Nope, not yet. He's holding out on those. I will switch Pokemon into Etho, because Venomoth is a bug poison type Pokemon, and Fly should do some damage against it. Though it's faster than we are, probably. Let's Fly and hope that Psychic doesn't hurt us. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. If I have to cut ahead, speed up, or do anything because of this stupid double-teaming Venomoth, I'm going to be furious. Oh, booyah. Come on, just take it down. Good special attack, good speed. It's fairly balanced, but it's got kind of mediocre stats. It's a good special attacker. I think it's underrated. Wow, perfect. But it's too frail for me, so that's why I say it's kind of mediocre. Not bad Pokemon, though. Alright, so here we go. Who do I want to switch into? Let's see. I kind of want to switch into Dan, even though I want to talk about Ramsey. Nah, I'll definitely switch into Dan. Ramsey's going to get a lot of play in the next battle, so we'll switch back into Dan. Now, who is he swinging against, Swalot or Muck? Muck. Okay, this Muck is holding a Black Sludge. If you have Thief, which I could have taught to Ramsey, you can actually steal the Black Sludge. You can steal as many as you want anytime you battle him. Very helpful to have. Muck has good HP and good attack and good special defense, but its defense is not as good as its special defense, but it's still very high. Like, I probably just should have sent out Ramsey against this Muck, but we'll see what happens. It's basically a bulky attacker. That Black Sludge is gonna heal it up a little bit. Damn. Oh, you're kidding me. It's gonna minimize on me. evasion, man. I hate evasion. Of course, we all know that. And there's its black sludge. If I'd have stolen it, he couldn't have used that black sludge. Let's just hope Earthquake hits. Come on, Earthquake. Yeah! Perfect. Alright, now probably... I don't know if I want to send out... I don't know if I want to keep using up my Earthquake since I might need it. But I think I will for the last one as well. Which, once again, if you have Thief, Thief would be perfect for this next Pokemon. He's going to be sending out Swalot. And, yeah, I'll switch Pokemon. I'll switch into Ramsey. Even though one of Swalot's highest things is his... Actually, you know what? His defense and his special defense are tied. So, would be either way. It's got high HP, good special defense, one Pokemon left, blah, 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 whatever. It's fairly balanced, very defensive. And this thing is holding leftovers. So if you have Thief, you can steal leftovers as many times as you want. But I'm going to Psychic the hell out of this thing and hope that it takes it out because it is very defensive. It's got those leftovers, so Swalot is probably his second best Pokemon, maybe, with Toxicroak. I mean, especially in single player. Competitive, not so much. Swalot could very easily be taken out. And look at those leftovers. Those leftovers would be great to steal, but I did not put Thief on him for a reason because I wanted him to have Dark Pulse. Alright, so, and there goes Koga. We are actually trucking along right through. You're kidding me. Oh, that was a genius move. That was a genius move. That was a genius move. And I think if he Pain Splits me again, I'm gonna be pissed. Pain Split splits the amount of HP I think you have or something. I'm not 100% sure between the two of you. Yep. Damn. And he's gonna get a full restore. I can guarantee you, since he didn't use it on the Crobat, since we took that Crobat out in one shot. Raise it into the orange. Nope. Here comes the full restore. We get to the end of the battle without some bullshit happenings, and then full restore. Come on, Ramsey. You can do it. Its special defense is as high as its defense, so wow. Does it have up a... Did I miss it putting up a light screen when I was looking outside watching the workers work? Not that that sounds creepy. I just fucked myself, actually. Because I need Psychic for the next battle, and I've just used pretty much all of it up. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna switch into Dan because I only have 4 uses of Psychic left, and I'm gonna need all 4 of those for the next battle. Darn, I kind of screwed myself. I might have to use an Ether. We'll switch into Dan. This stupid Swalot. Who'd have thought a Swalot, of all things, would take me down after I was talking about how I wouldn't use it? You asshole! It yawned me! No! This is not good. This is not good. I'm probably gonna need this Earthquake, too. This Swalot is doing what it needs to do and wearing down my... It's a staller, basically. I bet it's a stalling type Pokemon for competitive teams, but I'm not 100% sure. Just take it out. Take it out. Oh, don't fall asleep. I think we have one more attack. Nope, we... Okay, so here's the deal. I didn't want to use any Ethers, and I didn't realize that he had a special defense boost because of all those amnesias until like halfway through this, so I waste a whole lot of moves and do a whole bunch of stupid things and end up realizing that the only feasible way to get through this would be to avoid having any other Pokemon get put to sleep by switching out between Etho and Anna. And I do that quite often because Steel Wing is the best attack I can do against it. I waste a whole bunch of Hydro Pumps and Ice Beams, and I don't think I waste any more Earthquakes, even though I don't really think I'm going to need Earthquake at all. So I could have used Earthquake and sped this up a whole hell of a lot, but I didn't really, you know, think of that during the time. I was just so mad that this stupid Swalot was just wrecking my team. Also, had this been a competitive match, it would not have ended this way because, well, you can't put more than one Pokemon to sleep on a team. And though he didn't end up doing that because he knocked out my Meganium, if it was a competitive play, he wouldn't be risking yawning and voiding the match, because even if it's by accident, if you put 2 of your opponent's Pokemon to sleep, that voids the match, because it is banned to put more than 1 Pokemon on your opponent's team to sleep, regardless of how it goes, I believe. I think they can put more than 1 of their Pokemon to sleep, like Resto, Chesto, but I don't know. Not 100% sure about how it does on your own account, but so yeah, I definitely had a rough time with this Swalot. Definitely kicked my butt, but I eventually get to this upcoming point, and you'll see what happens. So yeah, sorry about this little speed up thing, but god, that lasted forever, and I didn't talk much through it. Maybe a whole bunch of swearing, but that's about it. Oh, thank God, a critical hit. He's finally down. So you probably heard me over talking some like sped up part there, because I'm at 28 minutes and I'm not putting this out. That Swalot stalled my team completely. God, that was terrible. Look at how slow my computer's running, because it was not expecting to fucking run that long. That was bullcrap. Alright, so I'm gonna call the episode here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.